All right, we're back. Doing some tests today on camera angles on a head mount. This is narrow or linear. It's one from the tightest. I already forgot. So we're gonna see how it works. I'm gonna try to keep this at 10 minutes. It's kind of cold today. About 20 degrees-ish. So I'm gonna try and not go super crazy on the jumps because plastics kind of get brittle when it's cold. We got a new jump today. In case you haven't checked out the other few, I think there's maybe 2 other videos with this new jump in. So like, yeah. It is amazingly difficult to drive and look at the monitor. I think this is going to be okay. It's still in. That's still in. Oh, gonna have to blur that out. I got a text message from somebody that lives where it's warmer than me. All right, the message is gone. I'm gonna bring up my telemetries, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Telemetries are fun. I mean, if you're gonna have telemetries, you might as well have them up so you can see what you're doing. So yeah, if you're watching this, I know the person that texts me is subscribed. So yeah, you just text message me live, and if you want to know who you are, you live where it's warm, and it's been brought to my attention that you're getting pretty good at guitar. Is that enough of a clue? You're famous. So now if you think back to when you text messaged me, you know exactly what, it's kind of fun. Because like, I mean, I'm not saying the internet's the same as like being on TV, but like, it kind of has that feeling. When you see yourself on a screen, it's always like, whoa. I mean, I guess it's the new TV. Because like, who wants to be on regular TV? That's the okay boomer stuff there. Like, oh hey, look, I was on TV. Okay, boomer. Like, who hasn't been? I'll tell you my best TV story. Or I'll tell you all my TV stories while we're playing. First time I ever remember being on TV was when I was very young as a Cub Scout. We were on a local television show called, oh man, this is gonna age me, I can't even remember. Poppin's Place, I believe? With Tim Poppin, maybe? Anyways, we had our uniforms on, and then we were scouts, and on the uniform it said BSA, which stands for Boy Scouts of America. And the interviewer thought, you know, well, we'll just ask these kids what BSA stands for. And of course, we're all just dummies, and no one could remember. The adults were like trying to like mime it out. Like, it was just embarrassing. And I feel like I was maybe in like kindergarten or something that age, like real young. That was my first time I ever remember being on quote unquote television. I'm trying to think. I think I was on one other time. Like, I think I was on in middle school for, let's see, what would it have been? I was taking public lessons for tennis, I think, and we were in the local parade, and it was televised. So I think I was on for like a split second bouncing a tennis ball. Very famous at the time, you know. That was a big deal because that was pre-internet. So if you wanted to be famous, you had to be on TV, which is kind of cool. And then I don't ever remember being on television ever again. I may have been, but I don't remember it until, and this is the best one. This is actually kind of a cool story. I was living in Europe, in Denmark, and I was on, at the time, either the #1 reality television show, or I know for Denmark it was probably the #1 reality television show. And it was a crazy show. It was called like the Pizza Delivery Guy or something. Translation's a little vague. But basically what happened was this very famous lady, television personality, would go to a random town in Denmark, go to a random pizza delivery joint, and then follow that guy around as he made his deliveries for the night. And then they would interview people who wanted to like sign the waiver or whatever and be on TV. And that happened at a party I was at. Well, of course, I was American at the time. I had like long blonde hair down to my mid-chest. If you can believe it, I was actually fairly good looking back in the days. At least the girls thought so. Anyways, so yeah, like I was like a minor celebrity in Denmark back in the late 90s. Like I would actually get recognized when I would be in, like I got recognized in Copenhagen. Went back like a year later and a person randomly recognized me. So yeah, I was like literally kind of like quasi, let's see, A-list, B-list, C-list. I was probably like a G-list celebrity for like a little bit there. It was kind of funny. Of course, I was like, made a fool of myself, drinking alcohol. I was in an exchange program, almost got thrown out of the program for it. So it was awesome. So yeah, I mean, TV famous ain't what you think it is. I mean, I heard someone say, it's like, oh, you haven't been on a reality television show? If you haven't been on a reality television show, like, what have you done with your life? I was like, what have I done? But a YouTube channel, that's what I've done. So, whatever. That's just a fun story about me. No big deal. Never signed an autograph for that one, though. So I guess maybe it doesn't even count. If you haven't signed an autograph for... Whoa, my steering just got locked up. Ooh, I'm in trouble now. I got a rock in my steering. It's limiting my... Is it back? Yeah, I couldn't turn for a second there. But, oh well. That's my internet, or not internet, my television fame claim. Let's see, we're at 7 minutes. Okay, we'll do a little longer. Double checking my aim here. Up a little tiny bit. I know it sucks when you're watching these vids and like the shot's out of frame. It's like, I apologize in advance, or I pre-apologize, or post-apologize, or... I mean, I know, yeah, I should just edit that out, but like, the channel isn't big enough to justify, editing. You know, if I can get some subs, generate a little bit of income, I can justify spending the time doing some better edits for quality. And in case you're like worried that maybe I don't know how to edit, no, trust me, I know how to edit. I got a degree from university in fine art, and I took digital. So yeah, I'm more than capable. I just not willing to do it. So for now, these are just uncut videos. I mean, I kind of look at it as like I'm doing live streaming, but I just don't do it streaming live because I don't think you can live stream from a mobile device until you have, for sure 1,000, maybe 10,000 subs. I don't really know. It used to be you couldn't even do a live stream from a laptop or a desktop until you had 1,000, but I think that's changed. I think anybody can live stream now. I thought about looking into doing it. I'm not sure what to live stream from my laptop, like how good that would actually be. It might be fun just to mess around with it or something. I'm not sure how many people would even tune in. I might do that. That could be fun. That could be fun just to see. Because the other thing that's crazy is like, oh, flip, nice. Let's see where we're at. 9 minutes. We'll talk a little more. What's crazy is like, so I'm making these videos, which are fun, you know. If I didn't record this stuff, I'd still be doing it. So I'm just like sharing my experience. But what's interesting that I think is, I know people are watching these, but I don't necessarily know who is watching them. So like, you know, there's a few of you that comment a little more than others, and of course I know who your username is. It doesn't necessarily mean I know who you are, but at least I know your YouTube username. But like, Yeah, it's just kind of weird. It doesn't always show who you are when you sub. Like, I don't get everyone's notification that I know. Like, oh, hey, Billy Joe Jr., or Billy Bob, Joe Bob Jr., that's what I should say. Joe Bob Jr. subbed. It doesn't say that always. Sometimes it does. It depends on how you got your settings. But majority of the time, it doesn't tell me. My sub number goes up. So unless you're commenting, I don't know. And not necessarily that a comment is a sub either. You know, there seems to be a small, I don't know what you would call it. I'm not gonna say it's a fan base, but there's a small group of people I know that are watching my videos on the regular. But I don't know who they are. It's a mystery. That's half the fun. So maybe we might do a live stream and have people chime in. All right, I think this video is just about done. Cold weather, can't go big, or I'm not gonna go big. It's not worth breaking it. We'll do some cookies, because cookies are fun. And that's how I end my cookie shot. All right, went 11 minutes. A little longer than I wanted to, but all right. Stay safe, kids.